Okay, so this is the Quarntisian Empire. It's an agrarian empire, as you can obviously see from all these agricultural fields kind of located in this area. There's three major cities, which are the two trade port cities of Alida and Blenda right there. And they're settled along this Snake River, which forms a natural border of our empire. And it's a major hotspot for trade in the Iranian plateau, which is where this empire is located. And so, as you can see, there's these two empires are located right on the coast, and because a lot of trading is coming in and out, and they're basically a mixed match of cultures because of all the trade that goes on in there. Now, there's a vast road network that goes throughout the empire, as you can see, and everything sort of leads to Arva, which is the capital. There's a big stone temple right there, and that's dedicated to worshiping Imesh, who's the only god that we worship. And there's also, and in his honor, there's the Colossus of Arcadia, which is right here. That's the monument dedicated to him. Now, there's 5 garrisons right here, 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 and here, and they form a natural defense barrier between the trade cities and the capital, and Arva, the capital city. And that's because these two cities are already sort of inviting people in, so if invaders were to come, they kind of would automatically capture these cities. And so these garrisons each have 10,000 men in them, and say that they're able to kill 2 men each, they could effectively destroy a massive army. So that's why they're there. It forms sort of a natural defense. And also, when soldiers retire, they tend to settle small private farms in this area. And so that forms another defense barrier because they'd be strongly prompted to defend their private land. And so a lot of these big fields around Arva are government owned, and they're in some of the most fertile parts of the empire because, as you can see, there's 2 big rivers that run. There's rivers that run all the way through, but they're settled right in between 2. So sort of like Mesopotamia, but on a smaller scale. They're basically just a large floodplain, and so it's extremely fertile land. And now Kurt, which is this province down here, sort of, is basically the primary agricultural producer of wheat and hemp, which are the 2 main crops of our empire. And then Arva, this province, is also one of the major producers. We didn't put any cities down here in this area because we needed a lot of room for agricultural space. And also, if we had put an empire down there, down in sort of the southern part of our empire, it would have invited foreigners in, and we don't really want, a lot of immigrants coming in and destroying our culture. So that's why, there's only 3 large cities. Now, these bridges basically connect. Trade is a major part of the economy of our empire. So, like I said, the road network is not only for a rapid response to threats, but it's also used as a caravan route. So that's why there's basically roads and bridges that connect all the way through. Now, over here in Daisy, which is basically this massive rocky part of the empire, there's lots of bronze mines right here. Then sort of just stone and silver mines, and then there's some gold mines. And so gold and bronze are two major exports that our empire has. We usually trade those to other empires for iron and lumber because the Great Forest of the southwest corner of the empire is really just a giant bamboo forest, and that lumber can't really be effectively used for boats and houses and things like that. So most of these cities have they're centered around it's sort of like a big plaza, and it's centered around like a big marketplace sort of. So that's Alida, and then Blenda is more narrow, but it has to fit on the island that it's on, and so there's basically a lighthouse sort of right here, and a bridge connecting it to the mainland. And then Arva is just basically just a bunch of large buildings. Normally, most of these buildings are 1, maybe 2 stories tall, and that's basically what people live out of. So this is Quarntisian Empire, and basically it. Thank you very much.